And with that, welcome into minor league doubles week number 6. I think it's 6. Is 6? I think so. Yes. Excellent. Right. Yeah, no kidding. Still have a foot of snow outside. Still snowed in like you would not believe. I'm Curtis. That's Ninima J. We have 3 awesome matches for you this evening. It's a champion sandwich, Plat League, Champion League, Plat League, as we get into the third of 4 days of MLD action in this 6th week. We got Bears and Blizzard, Jay, as the Plat League takes center focus. Yeah. They're going to walk in, they're going to give effort, they're going to leave. That's exactly what they do. So no problem there. We'll see if they can come out and give the Bears a game here as we get into game number 1. We're going to send the signals out to the teams to get them going on to the Starbase pitch. We will wait very little time to get you guys in. We have Rocket League ahead of us. 5 games set between the Bears and the Blizzard.
See, the joke was I muted myself by accident, so Kyle couldn't hear all the terrible, terrible things I just said about him. And they were awful. They were so bad that I should have been banned, except I'm part of the admin team, and it's very hard to get rid of me. I got him so good! I got him so good right now!
All right, we're going to get this game underway. Dark blue is the Bears, light blue is the Blizzard. So a little bit of a color not so differentiation as we get into game 1. Immediately, the Bears moving in on the offense with a nice takeaway by Zero Azareth. He'll bump it down deep into the Bears' den. Rapid Champion gets that taken away from him. It's off the back wall. Chance in front. It's Kyle the Murphy making it a 1-0 score.
Kyle going back to some flat car roots there. He's got the Mantis out of the garage on this one. Actually, both Blizzard and the Mantis right now. It's the flat car meta. Really good pressure out of the corner up for Kyle. Gets an aggressive play onto that first one. The Bears a little bit on their heels to start off this one.
If you've ever wanted to drive a queen-size mattress, that's exactly what the Mantis feels like at times.
I've been maining Mantis for the last week or so. It's actually surprisingly powerful. You just have to really get your timing right on your challenges.
It's really hard to miss the ball with a queen-size mattress too. And Zero Azareth's going to put that one home. It's 2-0.
It's only hard to miss the ball with a queen-size mattress when you don't jump. When you get that big flat plank everywhere, you're fine. Speaking of that, Zero Azareth right out front. The Bears again pointed right back towards their net. Tough start here for them, down 2-0.
Yeah, they're working to try to get something going in the offense, but they haven't had time to turn around before the ball's already headed into their net twice. Blizzard making it a third as well as Kyle the Murphy finds this one on the far side, 3-0.
Well, you gotta wonder, if they've gone into this one so loose that they have nothing to lose, then there's complete and utter freedom to play. And that's exactly what they're doing. There's no hesitation. There's no thinking. They're just shooting right now. They're just playing the ball, and it's working.
It is indeed. It's working very, very, very well. 32 seconds in, and already the Blizzard are up 3 goals. This will be up the sidewall. Zero Azareth going to ride along that side. Losing a little bit of control here. It's going to get bumped back across the halfway line. Bears on the attack. It's going to be Rapid Champion towards the net. Far side, and it's home. It's going to be a 2-1 score.
Zero spends a little bit too much time messing around with this one. You saw Kyle the Murphy, corner of the frame there, gets a little bit too close, had to retreat back to net, never got set, but the reason for that drift towards his teammate, trying to get through that instinct of going in and playing that ball, lets him down there.
48 seconds in, already 3 goals on the board as the Blizzard are going to try to get something going again. That's a shot by the Bears, though. Rapid Champion ties it up that quickly. It's a 2-2 score.
Can I correct your caster math? It's been 54 seconds, and we now have 5 goals on the board.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Wow.
We're averaging a goal every 11 seconds right now. This is madness.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy. We're on pace for a cool, 25 goals at this point in this game number 1. This is going to be Zero Azareth losing this ball. Bears going to try to grab it in the offensive end. Coming in for a tap, but not getting it. Rapid Champion tries to get it as well. Blizzard Working into the offensive end. Gets it up and over one. Good clear towards the side. Bears going back the other way. This is a 2v1 as well. Rapid's going to flip underneath the Blizzard, take the ball away. That is going to go back down towards the Bears net, getting the turn, not being able to pinch it into the net. And that is an opportunity gone by for Kyle.
Yeah, but the thing about that, it could have been a goal. Zero Azra's drifted very, very close. You see them again bunched up in that corner. They're all 4 players, 2 from each team in that corner right now, just bunching up towards that ball. A little bit more spacing as Monster Jammers will go from downtown. 3-3. 2 minutes off the clock, Curtis. It's a shootout here on Starbase.
It is. That is a 2x4 Merc right off the corner of the hitbox, and that is home all the way from the other side. 3-3 game, and 6 goals in a minute 45. It is not slowing down. I expect to see the first team that actually plays some defense is going to be able to have an advantage, but at the moment, neither team looking eager to do so.
I mean, let's put it this way. What's the best kind of defense, Curtis?
Offense.
Exactly.
Fair. That is fair. This will be a pound off of the corner wall. Bears can't keep it in the offensive zone. Rapid Champion tries to keep it on the Octane. Sent back across the halfway line. Monster Jammer's going to take it up the side. Finds it with the Merc. He's going to carry it there himself off the near post, but he cannot put that one home as we played just near halftime. Nearly had a highlight reel effort, but the Bears will work to take it back at the halfway line.
Yeah, really just could not get the boost feathered enough to have what he needed, but he'll get it. It'll be Rapid Champion completing his hat trick on halftime here, just out of the angle. I think he beat both Blizzard players on that 50-50. Didn't quite catch the full length of the replay there. Just gets it on a really nice angle out of the corner, just away from the backboard, so it's drifting towards the goal. That's a great shot from a player that is playing his last series in MLD, is officially ranked up to the Champion League, but he'll get beat on this kickoff. Zero Azra's going right up the gut.
Yep, that is a huge miss from the Bears. Blizzard able to tie it back up immediately as we just hit past the halfway mark, and Zero Azrath puts in his second goal of the game.
Well, it's going back to the mantra, Curtis, that the best defense is good offense.
And there's another one on net, just a cavalcade of shots on both sides. There's another one. That's what is that? 7 shots, 8 shots for the Blizzard, and 8 shots for the Bears.
Yeah, we're on pace. We were on pace for 16 goals there for a minute or so.
Yeah, it's still looking to be a very high-scoring affair. And so we'll see if that continues. This will be off the sideball. Chance for the Blizzard to get one on net. It is going to be off the right post from Zero Azrath, not able to knock that one home. Minute 51 left in the contest. That's a good counterplay over the halfway line. Monster Jammers. Blizzard trying to take it off of the nose. That's going to be back in. Kyle the Murphy can't get it directed at the Bears net. Back the other way come the boys in blue. Up and over one. Chance for the Bears. Not going to happen. Monster Jammers gets that opportunity taken away from him by Rapid Champion. Blizzard working it back in. 80 seconds left in this game one. One of these teams is going to have control after this of the series score. Zero Azrath puts it up into the air, gets it into the corner. Good touch back out to the top. Blizzard keep it in. Minute left, 60 seconds on that clock. Here come the Bears. It's going to be Monster Jammers trying to get that Merc position for a nice little air dribble. That's going to get taken aside. Up is Rapid. Rapid Champion finds the nose, but he cannot find the net. Still an opportunity in front. That's going to bounce laterally in the Blizzard end. In comes Zero Azrath and Kyle the Murphy as he finally comes across to take it away. 41 on the clock in a 4-4 game. We're going to come down to a heroic end one way or the other.
Oh, we'll see. I mean, 40 seconds is enough time for these two teams to score 4 goals.
Yeah.
We saw that in minute number 1. It settled down finally, but you never know when things are just going to, have one goal go in, Curtis.
Oh, speaking that might be in, and that is a nice save coming across. Kyle the Murphy keeps it in his possession. That's a bounce off the back. Kyle going to wait for a tap. He's going to actually slow it down, take possession, pinch into the middle, coming in for a challenge as Zero Azrath, but he cannot put that one home. Monster Jammers will defer. That's a problem. Rapid Champion and Monster Jammers on a little bit of a disconnect there. This will be a fly by the ball for Rapid Champion. Bears survive barely. It's a 4-4 game in OT.
Yeah, Zero Azrath making the hero play on that ball at the last second there. Actually kind of cut off his teammate, Kyle the Murphy. who had a line at that one, trying to keep that alive. But no harm, no foul. We'll play overtime. Golden goal territory now for the team that's going to take game 1.
Chance for the Blizzard to get out of their end. Getting it past Rapid Champion, but not quite past Monster Jammers. Now the Bears have a 2v1 the other way. Now it's a 1v1, but Rapid Champion loses control of the dribble. Up is Monster Jammers. He has the boosted for the double touch, and he's going to try it. Not going to work. Back the other way come the Blizzard. That's going to be a lateral play off the sidewall. Chance off the post. Rebound is there, and it's going to be the Blizzard. Kyle the Murphy making it a 5-4 OT win.
Yeah, Rapid Champion, unfortunately, doesn't get the contact he wants. Makes a lateral ball there. Pulls in his teammate, Monster Jammers, lunging in with the Merc, looking for that challenge. He probably could have just waited a little bit, taken it off that base of the backboard, as the first chance from Zero Azareth was not accurate. But the Blizzard, with a lot of shots, that's probably the most shots I've seen them take all season long, finally getting a much-needed Game 1 win.
Yeah. That will help, and that will actually, they are neck and neck with the Pandas, unfortunately, right now in the Platinum League, where all they needed to do was avoid an 0-5 to be able to at least tie with the Pandas for the bottom record of the league. So they can confirm will not have the worst record in the league to their lonesome after this series, should they go 1-4.
To be honest, though, that was probably the most comprehensive performance offensively that we've seen out of the Blizzard all season long. The one thing that's a little bit unnerving, though, is that they gave up 4 goals back on the hop to a Bears team that is sitting a lot more solidly in the standings right now, and you get the sense that the longer the series goes on, if that trend stays and the Blizzard level falls off on offense, then there's a worry because they're going to start losing games.
Bears 15 seconds into game 2, looking for the first strike. They may have it. Good save by Kyle the Murphy. Monster Jammers has control, trying to keep it away from Zero Azareth, but Azareth is going to force the issue back into the Bears' end. Waiting patiently is Rapid Champion. Good challenge again. Up is Monster Jammers, gets the heavy body of the Merc onto that ball and plays laterally. This is going to be dangerous for the Bears, but Monster Jammers does indeed take care of business. Back out to the halfway line. Rapid Champion takes it away from him. All 4 in the same spot. Blizzard can work it in the offensive zone again, and it is sent into the Bears' corner as they look to take control defensively in a scoreless game. By the time this time wrapped around in the first game, we already had 5 goals on the board. Instead, it's a 0-0 game as we've gone through the first minute.
Ooh, almost as Zero gets that ball out in front for Kyle, just puts it off the base of the post. I'm not sure how that demo just worked there. It did not look at all like Zero Azareth was going supersonic, but you know what? Psionics does what Psionics does. Waited 3 seconds to respawn. Gets an offensive chance.
3:42 left in game number 2. This will be Kyle the Murphy back out in front of his own net. Zero Azareth's going to miss the opportunity to keep that in. Good long booming play. Kyle the Murphy on the attack, but a nice clear, as the Bears will take it one more time. That goes off the top of the queen-size mattress as Zero Azareth helps Monster Jammers put that one back into his own end. 3:18 left. Looking for the first strike in game 2. That's a touch, keeping the angle. It's going to go off the post, and the Bears cannot take advantage. That's a huge opportunity gone by, and it remains scoreless.
Yeah, those are the ones filed under the pack. Can't miss these with a broadside of a barn door. You need to slam that barn door on those shots. And
no doubt.
Speaking of slamming the barn door shut, Monster Jammers with the barn door of that Merc almost getting the dunk there.
It would have been rather appropriate for Monster Jammers to go with Boom Shakalaka right there. This will be a ball that goes off the corner wall, popped in front. That will be an inaccurate shot that was going to head towards the right post. Still an opportunity, but the Bears keep it out. Seen a bunch of opportunities so far. 2 and 3 of the shots respectively between the Bears and the Blizzard at the time being. Seems like there's been more shots than that, but not a ton of opportunities coming from those shots. That's one that should be home. That's off the crossbar, and still nothing doing. The Bears can't buy one at the moment in a scoreless tie.
Yeah, snapped it off just a little too early. Caught it on the underside of the ball, so it went up a little bit high, goes off the bar. Needed to jump a snap second earlier. A couple frames would have gotten that higher on the ball, kept it down just enough to probably skim the bar and go in. But we've played 3 minutes of scoreless Rocket League, and what was it, 4-4 this time last game?
Exactly.
At halftime?
That's a nice.
What a save!
Rebound. It may stay out. Rapid Champions have to do some Houdini work here, and he does for the moment. The Bears keep it scoreless. Now they may have an opportunity on the other end. That's going to go up the ramp. They're going to try a tap to the center. That's going to be in frame. Looking for a little help. Finding it. They score. Monster Jammers in the far post. Makes it a 1-0 lead.
That is a monster, pardon the pun, swing of momentum in this game as the teams have gone back and forth. But the thing that breaks down for the Blizzard here, they spent so much time trying to fight for that ball in the Bears box that when it gets transitioned back, they're struggling to find boost on the way and get well positioned to try and defend that.
We are 90 seconds left in Game 2. Blizzard need a tying goal. This will be back the other way. Good clear by Rapid Champion. Blizzard working defensively to try to get this one as far away from their goal line as possible. Zero Azrith has a little bit of possession, gets the flip in, and he's going to send this towards the left sidewall. That is Monster Jammers looking to try to follow this, and he nearly had it. Chance for Zero. It's a 2v1. A little bit close to his partner there is Kyle the Murphy. He'll have to regroup back and try to keep this one away from his goal line. He will fail to do so. Good job by Zero Azrith coming into the nick of time to take that one away once more in a 1-0 ball game with 55 on the clock. This will be in front of the Bears net. Still a chance into the corner. Monster Jammer's looking for a little bit of help from the bounce, but he does not get any. Rapid Champion out into the middle looking for a teammate. Monster Jammers loses that challenge. It'll ricochet back into his own end. Turning away from it is going to be Rapid Champion. That's going to be in front of the Bears net. Bears need a clear, and that's a good one for Monster Jammers. That is on frame. Can they get it? Dagger City, and the Bears take a 2-0 lead.
And the problem with the queen size mattress is sometimes you're just going to get beat on these challenges, especially against a really tall hitbox like that of the Merc. And that's what happens there. It finds the seam between two of those planks as they just end up not quite getting coverage on that one. Goes right upfield. That should just about do it here for the Bears in Game 2.
You would think, but the Blizzard don't count them out just yet. Still a decent amount of time left for them to get one and maybe a quick kickoff goal. That'll be a chance for Zero Azrith. Kyle the Murphy will try to read this rolling up onto the ceiling. He does have the angle, but the Bears get there first defensively, and that will likely settle things in Game 2. The Bears able to come back and tie up the series at 1-1 with a 2-0 win in Game 2. Really good adjustment by those guys.
Yeah, they kept the score dead even at 0-0 for quite a while there, but the most important thing they did this game is they started to temper the Blizzard offense. A lot less shots this game, and none of really great threatening quality, although all of them on frame because the Bears actually matching the Blizzard shot total with the number of saves they got.
Yeah, very, very good work from the Bears. They're able to basically almost twice the shots as the Blizzard. 8-5 was the final count, but they seemed like they were in control more than not. They were able to challenge the Blizzard when it was important, and they were able to let the Blizzard work themselves into mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I was just trying to juggle my interface there. My keyboard stopped responding somehow. Sonics, please fix.
Tried turning off and then turning it on again.
I just opened the menu and closed it, and everything started working.
Oh, easy. Okay, no problem. Back to it. Scoreless game in Game 3. One of these teams is going to have an advantage in this series after this 5-minute period is done, as the Bears look to try to get this away from their goal line. Blizzard trying to force something in the offensive end. It's going to be right wing side, but the Bears move it out. Up into the corner. Good work by Kyle the Murphy. The barrel roll is going to get it up and around to both members of the Bears. Kyle is in a tough spot, though. He's going to have to rotate out. Bears take possession. Rapid Champion. Across the halfway line, but not for very long. This is going to be a touch into the middle. Blizzard with a nice takeaway. This is going to be off the ramp. It comes down, trying to find the angle. It's up and over, off the back wall. They cannot get the one that takes them home, and it's going to be Rapid back the other way. That's an empty net. Got to be definitely efficient with this, but it's going to fly over the head of Monster Jammers, and the Bears miss out on an opportunity to go up.
Yeah, there's a real struggle right now with the Blizzard where they transition onto offense. They try to go with just a little bit too long lingering in the offensive zone where they don't have boost, and they're giving up a lot of big transitions back for the Bears right now. And you saw that last game, Curtis. It burned them twice, and that's why they end up losing Game 2. They need to make sure that they start to get out a little bit earlier when they start to lose the ball on offense.
And this will be Rapid Champion. He's going to have to touch this away from his goal line. He'll get it across the face. Blizzard's still there, though. Good work by the Bears. That's going to be a runner, 10-5, and touchdown for Rapid Champion. It's a 1-0 lead for the Bears.
Perfect example of what I just said here. Kyler Murphy loses the ball really poorly there, but you see Zero Azarus coming in, trying to win the challenge from behind the midfield stripe. There's no way he's going to get there and win that challenge before Rapid Champion gets the ball under control. Just goes submarine downfield, end-to-end on the punt return.
That is going to be off of the back. Chance in front for the Bears to go up two. They will. Rapid Champion with a great pass from Monster Jammers.
And lose a face-off awkwardly. Bears on the really good sheet here. Zero Azareth, again, a little bit too aggressive to that ball. He can wait for that ball to come out of the backboard there on the bounce. A lot of players at this level, they're not going to shoot from there. All they're trying to do is get you to move out of the way so that they can get the ball past you.
2-0 lead for the Bears, which is exactly how Game 2 ended. We'll see if the Blizzard, with a little more time to mount a comeback, can do exactly that. Chance in front, crossbar, down, not going to go in. Monster Jammers with a lateral clear, but it's still in a dangerous spot. Blizzard trying to get something going, but the Bears look like they're going to take control and the possession into the Blizzard end. Off the back. Chance in front, they're going to get one home. It's going to be a Rapid Champion with 3 straight. The natural hat trick puts them up 3.
The Blizzard, unfortunately, never deal with this ball. Kyler Murphy goes out for the boost. Really unlucky to not interfere with Rapid Champion, but you saw Zero Azareth, again, just tracking that ball. He needs to be far more aggressive to that, coming off the backboard or out of the corner if he's going to make a play on that one, because you're just not going to get there when it's a direct pass like that.
That's going to be a long boomer into the Bears, and Monster Jammers takes it away. Coming in, Kyle the Murphy, Zero Azareth. Going to try to help out Murphy. That's into the Bears' end, taking control for the moment, but it's still off the back wall. They're trying to get something going. It's in front of the Bears' net. Needing one is going to be Kyle, but he cannot put that one home. Good challenge by Monster Jammers to keep it away. 2:21 left. Bears looking in front of the Blizzard net. That Zero Azareth back the other way. Can he try to find this? And Monster Jammers with the trunk off of the ball, able to keep it away from Zero Azareth at the last possible second. And it will be Zero Azareth again chasing it into his own corner. Not a ton of boost. Just falling on top of that one is Monster Jammers. That's going to be back the other way. This is a chance. Kyle the Murphy trying to get that one home. Can't find it on the near side as the Bears get back just in time in a 3-0 game.
Yeah, just not enough time to lift that one up the way he needed to there. Went for the low shot, but the thing about retreating defenses is their first instinct is always going to be to cover low in the net, and that's exactly what happened as they got the angle, shut the door really, really quickly.
Rapid Champion trying to go lateral. Trying to keep it away from the Blizzard players and play the possession game. It's going to be Kyle the Murphy trying to find a dunk, but he ends up putting the ball a little bit too far out in front of him, and he will lose possession in front of the goal line. Bears trying to keep it in front of them into their own corner. Rapid Champion gets it out to half. Up is going to be Kyle looking for a chance, and both Blizzard players commit. That could be a problem if the Bears can turn it around the other way real quick. This is going to be a Rapid Champion. Up and over the halfway line. They do get into a 2v1 scenario, but coming across is Zero Azareth to get the ball away again. Needing a clear is Kyle, and he will get one to keep it at 3-0, but the Bears in a really comfortable spot at this point. Blizzard basically might just be working towards the next game. That's going to be in front. Nice save by Monster Jammers, and Rapid Champion finishes the clear.
Unfortunately, Kyle just could not get enough momentum on that ball to get it across the line. It was dribbling towards that goal line. The Merc pinch off the post to get that one away, and the Blizzard, this is exactly what I talked about after Game 1. As soon as the Blizzard offensive levels drop off, they're just not solid enough in defense to be able to stay in a game like this.
If they can force a team into a shootout like they did in Game 1, they're fine. You're right. But when they have to play a defensive game, they're in trouble. The evidence speaks for itself. This will be Rapid Champion. Off of the side, it punches into the corner. Bears may be able to add one more here. That's in front. Chance in front is converted by Rapid Champion, his 4th of the ball game with 2 seconds to go.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Blizzard, that one looking like it actually went off of Zero Azareth back towards his own corner. Just a little bit on the mechanical execution failure there, Curse. It didn't quite get the part of the hitbox that you wanted it to go off of. The difficulty with the plank is sometimes you get those funky angles that go a lot of really weird ways, and sometimes back towards your own net, especially when you're not super consistent with your mechanics.
No, I didn't even realize the Blizzard were just chilling, inside of the server room with 12 ping. That's pretty legit. 4-0 is the end of the game number 3, however, in a 2-1 lead for the Bears. In this series, they can cinch a win off of the Blizzard with one more good 5-minute period. As we enter game 4, this is make or break the series for the Blizzard. They can get a good start here. They might be able to put the Bears on their back heels a bit, but the Bears have played a very solid game in these first couple.
I just looked at the stat sheet, and that'll explain the look of puzzlement I had into my webcam. The Bears had 6 saves. The Blizzard had 5 shots. I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on with these psionic stats.
Okay. Math is difficult. I don't even have a chalkboard big enough to try to equate that. That's not going to work. As we get going into game number 4. Blizzard need a quick start. We'll see if they can get one. Score first, win game, as Achieves likes to say. And that's the way it's been for these first couple of games. This will be a chance off the crossbar. Bears trying to strike first, and the Blizzard will get it away from their goal line just starting out in game 4, but the Bears already on the hunt. Back to the halfway. This will pop in front of the Bears net. Chance and a tap, and that was an unfortunate tap. Kyle Murphy took it away from Zero Azra from the goal line.
Not only did he take it away, it was going in. That is one of those moments where you just need to understand that less is more, and knowing when not to play the ball.
Feels bad, but it's okay. The Blizzard at least get an opportunity. They'll be able to build on that, hopefully. Rapid Champion into the corner, tapped across the face of goal, but it'll go post to post, but not in. Still working in the Blizzard end. Bouncing in front, Zero Azrith gets bumped out of the way. That'll travel off of his roof. And finally, Azrith can work it around Monster Jammers. Working over the halfway line. That's going to bounce off the corner. Looking, near side scores. It's Rapid Champion bouncing it off the defender. It's a 1-0 lead.
The clear by Rapid finds the seam between the retreating Blizzard defense. You see one go for boost, the other go to net. Neither one of them actually plays the ball, and it gives Rapid Champion the perfect opportunity for the double touch off that backboard. Low out of the corner, finds that seam, actually almost saved by Kyle, just not quite covering that door enough.
That will work. This will be into the Bears end again. Over into the Bears corner. Blizzard working it out for the moment. Rapid Champion with the takeaway. That's an empty net. Can they find it? No boost for Rapid Champion. And because of that, he's not able to take advantage of the empty net in the Blizzard side. And back they come at the halfway line. Along the sidewall. Good takeaway. Rapid sending it again into the Blizzard end. Zero Azrith with the good Mantis flip. Gets this deep over to the halfway. Passing it ahead, trying to follow it up. This will be a chance. Kyle Murphy goes across the box, but cannot find his teammate on the other side. And back the other way comes Monster Jammers. Tries to follow it. Misses the opportunity to do so. Kyle Murphy over the halfway. They're around that boost orb. Rapid's going to miss the boost, and not that it mattered much. He lost control of the ball regardless. Up off the corner. That's far side looking for Kyle, and flying by it. And not to it is Kyle Murphy. It's still a 1-0 advantage for the Bears.
Blizzard just not synchronized right now on offense. They get the right idea. They're getting it. Kyle putting passes out for Zero Azrith, but right now they're spacing. Look how far back Zero is on these plays. It's not the worst play in the world if you're going to be losing the ball consistently at midfield, because then you're deep set for when a clear happens. But the balance comes down to you have to recognize that if you're moving up when your teammate's going to lose the ball, you're probably moving in the wrong direction, and that's a really easy play to recognize right there. Zero doesn't have great control of that, puts it low in front of the net. Rapid Champion just goes straight from downtown over their heads.
And you have to know, if you're the player that's playing up, you have to know how far your teammate is back, because if you're going to fire those off the corner like that, you have to make sure your teammate's going for that ball, because if he's not, then that's possibly an easy boomer over the head of the last defender and towards an empty net.
It's not even your responsibility to know where your teammates are. It's your responsibility to not put your teammates in a bad spot. And that's exactly what happened on that play. It's a low percentage ball. It's only beating the most asleep of defenses in front of that net because of where it is and the speed.
No! Zero Azareth just tried to ruin the day of both Bears players, but indeed one of them has the wherewithal to keep in front of the ball. Minute 40 left. Blizzard trying to find a goal that's going to pop out to the top of the box, off the crossbar, and Zero can't find the goal. And another one that goes by again. Only 2 shots in this game, none better than that one from Zero.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have to recognize your car's hitbox. Short car means you're going to contact the ball lower, so a lot of your shots, when you hit the ball flat flush against the ground, they're going to sky like that. You have to pre-jump, even a couple pixels, to adjust the angle that you hit that ball at to keep it below the bar.
Going to be a bounce off the corner. Bears looking for something. Getting another tap is Rapid Champion. Or, I'm sorry, Monster Jammers. Rapid comes in along the corner. He can't find the ball, however. Back come the Blizzard. Moving around one is Cal the Murphy. He's got some danger coming behind him, and taking the ball away is going to be Monster Jammers. Cal the Murphy bumps it to the near side. Bears doing a good job defending that goal line, not letting it into frame. Very, very important at this level to not let that bounce in front of your net, and this will be a chance there for Kyle. Off the back, off the crossbar, in front, and finally the Blizzard find a goal. Zero Azareth finishes the job.
It's the first goal they've scored in 3 games now of Rocket League. They were shut out in both games 2 and 3. But it's finally a little bit of consistent pressure, just a little bit smarter use of that ball. Rather than just slam it right out in front, try and take the first-time shot, give it a little chip off the post, pull the defender out of position, and then push the ball across the face of goal and look for the shot.
This will be Kyle, but he loses the ball. This will be a chance for the Bears to get it right back. Double touch opportunity is not going to be good for Rapid Champion, and the Blizzard take it away. Getting possession, getting good contact as Kyle the Murphy will bounce off the corner, trying to give it to his teammate. Coming in, shot. It's going to be off the ramp. Going to be up is Rapid Champion. He will clear it aside into the opposite corner. Blizzard trying to tie the game. This will play laterally. This will still be a chance to keep it in for the Blizzard. 2 on the clock. 1, it's going to go off the back. They got to keep it up now. They do for the moment, but cannot keep it up for more than 1 bounce. The Bears are going to walk away with a 3-1 lead in the series, and that is going to cinch the series for these Bears.
Yeah, it's still 1 game left, though, for the Blizzard to try and stem the losses there, get a couple more wins on the board at least. They won't hit 10 wins on the season, Curtis, but they'll get at least 2 more. What were they at? 6 and 19 coming in this one. They can get to 8 wins. Yeah. Lucky number in Eastern cultures.
Yeah, fair enough. And they can still, if they win this game, they can still keep themselves out of the basement in the MLD Plat League, which currently hold the Pandas. But the Blizzard can try to stay away from those Pandas. If the Blizzard lose this game, however, they do tie them for the bottom of the league at the moment.
Yeah, both teams really struggling right now. The Pandas just unable to get any momentum together to try and put a run towards the top of the Tropic Division. The Blizzard having the opposite problem in the Arctic Division. It's funny how the 2 divisions named after biomes are the ones with the teams having the most trouble this season.
Yeah, and Rapid Champion having no trouble putting that in the vacancy that is the net to 1-0 lead for the Bears.
And unfortunately, both Blizzard players don't make contact on the ball. I think it was Kyle at midfield just getting that pancake of a mantis to kind of matrix around the ball. And when you don't have a lot of surface area vertically on that, that's not true. You have a lot of surface area on the plank hitbox. It's just aligned in such an awkward fashion that you need to be very accurate with your mechanics.
Ooh, and Kyle Murphy nearly found that one to answer immediately. 20 seconds in. Around the corner it goes. It's going to bounce in front of that Bears net, but it gets taken aside once more. Playing towards the halfway line. Up towards the ceiling in the Bears end, but it's shallow in the Bears end. Bouncing that in is Kyle the Murphy. Good clear by Monster Jammers, but it is right in front to Zero Azareth, and he finds it. It's a 1-1 game, 40 seconds in.
You know how I said you need to be responsible with the ball and not put your teammate in an awkward spot? That's exactly what Monster Jammers does there. Tries to clear it over the net, but it's right over top of the head of his teammate, who's in no position to try and deal with that when the touch doesn't come off for them. Zero Azareth right on the spot to make them pay for the mistake.
I'm almost positive that it'll be the only time he tries that in this series, because that's something you don't try again without your teammate yelling at you. This will be back into the Blizzard end, and the Bears get it right back, no problem. Rapid Champion puts it home.
I looked at this one when the shot first came off, and I was certain that this one was going wide. Oh, he actually recovered into it. Mm-hmm. That's why. But the thing that breaks down on this one, the Blizzard right next to one another when the play comes out, Zero didn't have any boost, just could not get that ball clear. When you don't have boost, you can't flick the ball out. There's almost no power you're going to get behind it. Keep it close, try and win the 50 when someone comes in to challenge.
That'll be a chance for Zero Azureth to do something. Can't find it in front of the Bears net. Both Bears in the same spot though. However, both Blizzard players miss, and the Bears are going to get rewarded for bad behavior. Rapid Champion puts another one home. He's got a hat trick.
Yeah, this one... Okay, I'm trying to figure out exactly where it broke down. And I feel like what happened was the little touch by Zero that popped the ball away from Kyle, who was coming in for the shot. Again, less is more. Just know when to leave the ball and have your teammate call you off of it.
And this will be up off the back. Monster Jammers putting it across the halfway line. Blizzard players attacking it. 3:43 left. Trying to keep this with him as Rapid Champion. Has the recovery, but doesn't quite get it in time. However, it's a beautiful fake, it turns out, to Monster Jammers, who pockets that one in the upper 90. 4-1 lead for the Bears, and they're starting to prowl away.
Yeah, both Blizzard underneath that ball when the first clear from Rapid Champion comes in. It's very tough to defend from that position because, first of all, your spacing is really poor, and the second thing is you're chasing the ball, essentially, because as soon as it gets played, it's back in your own end, and you literally have to chase it back towards your goal line.
Minute 30 in to game number 5. Blizzard looking for something they can take home into next week. This will be off of the corner. Chance for them to find the angle. Rebounded in front, and Zero Azureth finds another one. He's scored every goal this series for the Blizzard. Kyle Murphy has yet to find the scoreboard in all 5 games.
Yeah, really good touch, though, by Kyle to keep that relay going. It forces Monster Jammers into a very awkward save as he's coming down off the backboard. Just good rotational pressure, but the Blizzard have to try and continue to generate that pressure by keeping control of the ball for longer stretches of time.
Blizzard have to recover it in their own end. They're two goals from being back in this game. Trying to take possession is Kyle. Monster Jammers will follow it up the side. We know what he can do up here. He's going to try something. This is going to be a double touch opportunity. Off the crossbar and down. It's still an opportunity there for the Bears, and Rapid Champion finds another, his 4th of the ball game.
You can see the panic in Zero Azureth's play setting in there. He's tracking the flight of Monster Jammers. He recognizes that the double might be on, but he's already defended it too late. If he sees that double there with how long he was sitting in net, he should have been able to try and go up and play that one. Just panicked a little bit, flipped, and lost this ball.
There's sometimes there on those when you know the player's coming in, you really just got to watch the trajectory of the ball and not really worry about the player. Get yourself in front of the ball solidly, so even if he does hit it, try to get there and try to meet him at the ball so you can challenge it away. No?
Yeah, he was looking like he was going to do that, and then just mechanically did not hit the ball. And you could see that a little bit on the replay where he kind of side flipped around it, just didn't make contact. And at a certain time, you just have to kind of line yourself up with where the ball is going to be and drive right through it.
This will be Rapid Champion. It gets knocked back into the Bears' end. Bears with another good clear. Zero's going to wait for them to fly above, his head. Zero trying to get it up and around 1. He will fail to do so. Blizzard trying to keep possession for more than a couple seconds, but the Bears are hungry. They're looking to pound every ball they can towards this Blizzard net, and it continues here. That's a chance. In front, Monster Jammer's not going to be able to find the angle, and it gets careened around the corner wall, back over the halfway line into the Bears' den. Off of the side, and Rapid will take it. Rapid travels around the ball on the wall. Kyle Murphy has time and possession, trying to work it around 1. Works around 1. Now he has a chance to work around 2. Has a pass, and it's in. Zero Azureth uses Kyle Murphy as a team.
Well, Kyle really didn't have any boost on this one there, and I don't think Rapid Champion realized that. Should have just followed through on that challenge, but unfortunately the Bears get themselves into a really awkward spot. Gets a couple of pinball plays out of there, finds the net. A little bit of life from the Blizzard here late. Still 2 down in the game.
Yeah, still some time to do something, though. Still almost 100 seconds left in this 5th game. Blizzard need another one quick, though. They do not want to leave 2 goals to the final minute if they can help it. Off the corner. Blizzard now in a 2v1 defensively. Chance for Rapid Champion to add 1 more, and a nice save from Zero Azureth. Gets back out to the top, and a very, very good play shot by Monster Jammer. Adds the 6th goal of the game for the Bears.
It's an awkward save for Zero there. Just doesn't get enough velocity to clear the ball. And what's worse, it gets away at an angle. Sets up that shooting line for Monster Jammers. Puts that Merc right through the ball. 3 goals might be too much for the Blizzard offense to try and recover from this game.
Yeah, minute 21 left, about 80 seconds. for them to score 3 goals, which has not been the pace they've carried so far. Bears again get it into the offensive end. Clearing attempt will travel over the head of Monster Jammers. Now comes Rapid Champion. Rapid. Barrel rolls into it. Blizzard trying to find a save, not able to do it. And Rapid Champion adds his 5th to the ball game. He's bordering on a double hat trick.
The Blizzard, you can see them rotating around that ball there. Zero Azareth had an opportunity to clear that away. Just, again, a little bit of panic, letting that ball fall, flipping at it without really getting contact. Could have just slowed the movement through that corner, seen the ball bounce, and then driven through it, cleared it to the opposite corner, rather than try to flick it away, which oftentimes just won't get the contact you're looking for.
And keep in mind, guys, we are now in the 6th week of league play for Plat League, as there's 4 games left for each of these teams and every team in Plat League after tomorrow night. This will be a chance in front. Monster Jammers adds 1 more. 8th goal of the ball game, and they're padding the differential stats.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Blizzard now just starting to chase shadows there. You can tell that the fun has kind of set in right now, because they're just kind of going for pretty much everything to try and clear that one, and the Bears are putting the screws to them a little bit there.
Yep,
as
just a hair.
Just a little bit there. You know, the goal differential matters, and the Sun Division pretty tight, to be honest, so there is... There is always something to be said for running up the score in games where you can, but at the same time, you know, like I said coming into this one, I don't think the Blizzard will be too chuffed by it. They're just out there to have fun.
Yeah, absolutely. The Bears are in a position now, though, where this will make up for maybe a close game where they may, you know, come with a 3-2 win or something like that later in the season. So this will help a lot towards that as they try to improve their possibility for playoff positioning in the conference. This will be a 13 seconds left on the clock, 8-3 game. Blizzard might try to add 1 more just for posterity's sake. Bears with an opportunity to do the same. And that is going to conclude matters here in the 5th and final game of Week 6 for these two. As this will touch the ground, the Bears walk through with a 4-1 and knock the Blizzard down from whence they came, and they will continue to improve their spot in that blue conference.
I'll tell you what, Game 1 was super entertaining. Game 1 was a shootout, track meet right off the hop. And then exactly what I feared would happen to the Blizzard is what happened to the Blizzard. They couldn't maintain the frenetic pace of their offense as the Bears, started to adjust and start to play them a little bit better on defense. And as the Bears' defense solidified, so too did the faults in the Blizzard's offensive pressure.
Yep. Well, that will conclude matters here for series number 1. We've got 2 more for you. Keep in mind, guys, if you saw a play that you liked from that last series, you can clip it, grab it, use the hashtag MLDPOTW, and send it over to the ML Doubles Twitter account at MLDOUBLES. And the winner, the winning nominee of the Play of the Week will receive a case of balls free to their door. Huge thanks to Balls Corona for the help in putting that on, as they are one of the title sponsors for MLD this season. We'll be back with the second series on this primetime Saturday right after this. Stay with us.